Broadcasting live from the Meridix via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we bring you the nightcap of our header. Rutherford Rampage taking on the Tennessee Outlaws, the first ever meeting of the supplemental teams. GNASH in its early years had supplemental teams, and they didn't have any until the Outlaws joined the league in 2013-14. So I don't know. I've been around the league only since 2009. So I can't tell you the last time two supplemental teams played against each other. So Rutherford, unfortunately for them, cannot clinch the final spot in the Phase 2 round robin in this game because USN just beat Hendersonville 4-3. And USN have now taken second in Tier 2 for the moment. So Rutherford have to win this game to put themselves in position to claim the last spot in the round robin come Wednesday night. The Tier 2 standings after that USN Hendersonville game, Father Ryan at 5-0, USN now second at 4-2, Rutherford third at 3-1-1, Nolensville, Ensworth, Lipscomb 2-2-1, Summit Page 2-3-1, Hendersonville Beach now 2-4, the Outlaws also 2-4, and Station Camp Liberty Creek 0-4-1. That result, that USN win also means that Summit Page are stuck in Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season and have to go to the Hine Cup for the postseason. So, yeah, now we have 4 teams from Tier 2 that are going to be stuck in this tier and play in the Hine Cup for the rest of the season. So I probably... because tonight is Summit Page's last game of the Phase 1 of the regular season. So, yeah, let me just get that out real quick. So both teams out on the ice warming up. Let me refresh my Facebook page and delete something real quick before I jump into the player stats. All right, let's talk about the Rampage, coached by Mike Jones, coming into tonight 3-3-1 as we go over their results to this point. They open the season with a 12-3 win over Station Camp Liberty Creek on October 12th, then beat USNB and Eastern 8-4 on October 17th. Then October 19th, they lost 5-2 to Father Ryan. Then they had a 3-3 tie with Summit Page on October 24th, and then last Monday they beat Nolensville, Ensworth, Lipscomb 8-4. So the stats coming into tonight: Eddie Mays is the team's leading scorer. He has 11 points from 5 goals and 6 assists. Justin Dickinson has 8 points from 4 goals and 4 assists. Josh Wolf has 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Ethan Fredericks with 11 points from 6 goals and 5 assists. Patrick Schuff with 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Tommy Landwehr with 8 points from 4 goals and 4 assists. Dylan Welch, 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. Jacob Littleton, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Cam Hawkins, 4 points all from assists. Kelvin McClendon, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Carson Brownlow with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Cohen Sims, 3 points all from assists. Cody Jones, 1 point from a goal. Alistair McCarroll, well, they've given him assist on the page, but according to Mike Jones, he has no points. And William Haynes has 1 point from an assist. On to goalie play, Tyler Welch has played in 3 games. His record 2-0-1. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 3.67, no shutouts. He's allowed 11 goals on 79 shots and turned away the other 68. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .860. Hunter Kitchens has played in 2 games. His record 1-1. He's played the full 84 minutes, goals against average of 4 even, no shutouts. He's allowed 8 goals on 43 shots and turned away the other 35. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .810. Abby Ricaldi is getting the start in net tonight for Rutherford because Hunter Kitchens is still hurt. On to the Tennessee Outlaws, coached by Matt Swinia. Again, they cannot get into the round robin. Opened the season with a 3-2 loss to Summit Page on September 28th. Lost 11-4 to USNBA Nashville Christian October 3rd. Beat Nolensville Ensworth Lipscomb 9-7 on October 5th. Lost October 17th to Hendersonville Beach 6-4. Beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 6-0 October 24th. And then last Monday night, lost to Father Ryan 11-5. As we jump into their player stats, Caleb Kuhn, the team's leading scorer, he has 21 points from 8 goals and 13 assists. Jacob Schenk, 14 points from 10 goals and 4 assists. Josh Kuhn, 14 points from 4 goals and 10 assists. Clive Keeler, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Jacob Rodriguez, AJ Malloy, each with 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Gage Eastland, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Wyatt Whaley, 2 points from a goal and an assist. Andrew Leitz, a point from a goal. Eli McLemore, Connor Ivey, Elijah Freeman, Mac Brothers, Aiden Kemp, and Aiden Suss, each with a point from a goal. On to goalie play, Braden Cyphers has played in 5 games. I guess one of them was relief because it's showing him with a record of 1-3. He's played just over 190.5 minutes, goals against average of 6.39, no shutouts. He's allowed 29 goals and 83 shots and turned away the other 54. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .650. Daniel Rodriguez has played in 2 games, his record 1-1. He's played just shy of 60.5 minutes, goals against average of 5.56, 1 shutout. That was the game against Station Camp. He's allowed 8 goals on 36 shots and turned away the other 38. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .780. As looks like Braden Cyphers is going to be in goal to start this one for the Outlaws. And Nico Pulley is making his debut tonight. Scratches are Mac Brothers, A.J. Malloy, Elijah Freeman, Grayson Aram, Matthew Simmons, and Dean Sedur. Okay, so Dawson Reynolds is one of the Outlaws goalies as we're underway with this one. Dawson Reynolds, one of the Outlaws goalies. He played for Station Camp, I think, last week. He played for somebody last week as a pool goalie. It was Station Camp because they lost 4-1 to USN. So Nico Pulley wearing number 13. As the puck is in the Outlaws zone. Again, Abby Ricaldi starting in goal for Rutherford, making her season debut. I do believe she has not won a game yet in GNASH play. Puck in the Rutherford zone. Cleared out. And could this be an icing against Rutherford? No, it's waved off as it goes deep into the Outlaw zone. Picked up by Bob Cobb. Sent around the boards to the far side, but held in Justin Dickinson. Around the back of the Outlaw net. Nope. He steps back out to his left. He's in the right circle. Backhands it down low, but it misses the stick of Patrick Schuff as he was trying to get a tip. Now Dickinson keeping the puck in. Top of the left circle, a shot. Gloved and held on to by Braden Cyphers. So Cyphers knocking down a Justin Dickinson shot, and that took the first 93 seconds off the clock. Draws to the right of Cyphers. Outlaws win it, get it out to center. Caleb Kuhn into the Rutherford zone to the inboards, try to put it out in front. Puck sent across the front of the Rutherford net. Now it's out at center. Flip back into the Outlaws zone deep. Bob Cobb getting it around to the near side. Clive Keeler had it poked off his stick. Patrick Schuff passing down low to the left wing corner. Josh Wolf tried to put it out in front. Puck going over to the right-hand boards. Or right wing boards. Justin Dickinson passing up top to the right. Point and a shot off the left leg pad of Cyphers. That shot coming from out high. And I think Nick Hansen. Puck out at center. Taken back by Rutherford. Josh Wolf, right circle of the Outlaw zone. A shot would have gone past the net, but Braden Cyphers gloves and hangs on just to be safe. 11:18 to go in the first. No goals on the board yet. Again, this is the Phase 1 finale for the Outlaws. They will not go to the round robin. They'll be in Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season, playing the Hein Cup. So their season will resume, I believe, 3 weeks from tonight is when Phase 3 will start. And here's Eli McLemore inside his own zone. Got knocked down, lost the puck. Brendan Heasley trying to put the puck out in front. Wyatt Waisley he cleared it away from the net, but it's held into the blue line by Carson Brownlow, and then the puck taken away from Brownlow and cleared. Brownlow with it again inside his own zone, backhands it ahead to Cooper Fiesel. Fiesel had it taken away. Now Fiesel gets it back. Passes across, and it goes off the boards, the bench side boards, back into the Outlaw zone. It was cleared out for a moment by the Outlaws. Dumped back in by Brendan Heasley. Wyatt Welty able to clear the puck out. Going to be chased down by Jacob Littleton. So for Phase 3, once they do the round robin and reset the tiers, place those 4 teams where they're supposed to go. Well, going to hold up here. Ethan Fredericks a shot turned away by Cyphers. Puck put out in front. Oh, and Fredericks had the right-hand side of the net wide open, but the puck got away from him. Jacob Schenk at center now. Into the Rutherford zone, and the puck taken away. And the puck comes around to the near side. Rampage with it, and they'll bring it out. Up, Jacob Schenk takes it away at center. Brings it back into the Rutherford zone, going down the slot to the net. A shot missed, I think. Well, they're banging their sticks against the board, so I guess Abby Ricaldi got a piece of it. I didn't hear it hit pad, so she may have either done enough to make him miss the shot or maybe just put a toe on it. Shot from the left-hand side of the net, stopped and covered up by Ricaldi. That shot coming from Caleb Kuhn. 9:03 to go into the first, and we're still looking for the first goal of the game. Again, once the round robin is done and those 4 teams are placed into whichever tier they qualify for, they're going to reset everything to 0. And Phase 3 will be used, Phase 3 for both tiers will be used for seeding purposes. Here's a shot from in the Outlaw zone, turned away by Cyphers. That shot coming from William Haynes. Puck behind the net. Cam Hawkins in the right wing corner. Passing out to the slot, and it got away. Well, it looked like it got away from Hayden Hall, but he held on to the puck enough to get it to a teammate to carry it out, but it's taken back by Rutherford. Eddie Mays puts it out in front, intercepted by Bob Cobb and swept away from the net. Puck back in the Rutherford zone, carried out by Eddie Mays. He passes across. Trying to get it across to Justin Dickinson. It goes deep into the Outlaws zone. Now the puck held into the left point. William Haynes had it taken away. Although the Rutherford were able to get it back and keep it in the zone. Patrick Schuff had it go past him as it rolled up the near wall. Puck still inside the zone at the left point. Taking a bump was Andrew Leitz, and now Connor Ivey is going to ice the puck from his own left wing corner. 7:40 to go in the first, and still zip. Draw to the right of Cyphers. So, yeah, for the Hein Cup, only the records from Phase 3, the results of the play from Phase 3 will be determined to use the seeds. But for Tier 1, while Phase 3 will decide the seeds for the Predators Cup, as the puck put out in front of the Rutherford net, and unable to get the shot away was Caleb Kuhn. I think he whiffed on it. Now back the other way comes Justin Dickinson. Right wing side of the Outlaw zone, past some defenders. Backhands it off of Cyphers. Gets the puck back. He's in the slot in front, knocked off his stick by Caleb Kuhn. Bob Cobb inside the Rutherford zone. Puck taken away by Carson Brownlow. Brownlow out to center. Puck poked off his stick. He gets it back, drops it back. Passed ahead, and it misses the stick of Josh Wolf, and it's going to go. Nope, icing waved off. Icing was waved off. I thought it was going to be an icing. So did the official nearest me. He had the whistle ready to go until he looked across, and he saw the other official with his arms stretched out to either side. And the Outlaws are going to end up icing the puck this time. 6:16 to go in the first, and still zip. Like I said, while the results of Phase 3 will be used to determine seeding for the Hein Cup, the GNASH Cup will be decided by combining the number of points accumulated in Phases 1 and Phase 3. Now, I'm not sure if the Tier 1 teams or any Tier 1 team that survives the round robin and keeps their place in Tier 1 for the rest of the season will still be eligible for the GNASH Cup. I'll have to ask. Puck brought back into the Outlaw zone. Ethan Fredericks in front of shot. Stopped by Cyphers. Laid down and stuck out the right leg pad. Fredericks moved down the slot, got past the last defender, and Cyphers denied him. Puck behind the Rutherford net. Now Jacob Shank moving in on goal. A shot. Stopped by Ricaldi, and she's got it on top of her right leg pad. 5:13 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board in this one. So we start looking for a result from the Indy Pope prep game. Jacob Shank in the Rutherford zone with a puck. Passing it over left circle. Now across to Josh Kuhn, but he whiffed on it. Caleb Kuhn now passing up to the left point. Wyatt Welty Welty sending it towards the front of the net, and a backhander. Oh, and then it was sent to the left-hand side of the net, but Josh Kuhn missed. And we get a whistle. An offside call against the Outlaws. 4:36 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draw is going to be to the right of Ricaldi. Won by the Outlaws. White and Welty shot in the left point. Deflected up in the air, lands at the front of the net, and Ricaldi has to get down and cover. Draw is to the right of Ricaldi again. Won by the Outlaws. Behind the net, Jacob Schenk comes out to the right wing side, turns around, fires across, shot. Caleb Kuhn's shot turned away by Ricaldi. Kuhn shooting from deep in the left circle. Now Kuhn comes out to the right wing side. Backhands it to the end boards. Josh Kuhn behind the net, tries to backhand and wrap around. Ricaldi turned him away at the right-hand side of the net. Here's Jacob Schenk, a shot over the net from the right circle. Puck put out in front of the net again. Jacob Schenk with a backhander that was blocked. And the puck cleared out. White and Welty had it poked away by Justin Dickinson. Cam Hawkins brings it back into the Outlaw zone on the left wing side. Josh Wolf, double team trying to go to the slot of the puck, poked away. Here's Jacob Schenk. Back in the Rutherford zone, a shot over the net. Abby Ricaldi may have gotten a piece of it as it went up, and it ends up touching the netting above the glass. 3:17 to go. Being told it went off her right shoulder and over. 3:17 to go in the first, and we're still looking for the first goal of the game. Draw was to the right of Ricaldi, won by Rutherford. Here's Nathan Frederickson tried to center for Cam Hawkins, and it went across the front of his stick as he was going to the net. Eddie Mays keeps it alive, drops it back to Frederickson, a shot gloved and held onto by Cyphers, who somehow saw that through traffic. Draws to the left of Cyphers. Outlaws with it. Up, Jacob Rodriguez had it taken away. Cam Hawkins left circle. Pass across. William Haynes has to go to the right wing boards to pick it up. Puck knocked off his stick and carried out by Jacob Rodriguez. Puck taken back by Rutherford, and we get a whistle. We're going to have a hooking call. I think it's against the Outlaws. Yes, it is. And I can't tell who went in the box. Oh, it's Rodriguez. Okay. So Jacob Rodriguez to the box for hooking. 2:31 to go in the first. And Rutherford getting the first power play of the game. No goals on the board yet. Draw to the right of Cyphers. Came towards the net. He steers it away with a stick. And unable to keep the puck in at the left point was Josh Wolf. Retrieved at center by Ethan Fredericks. Pass ahead to Wolf. Wolf steps into the Outlaw zone on the left wing side. A shot blocked by the skates of Aiden Suss. Puck out at center. Fredericks with it again. Passes it over to Wolf. Wolf left wing side of the Outlaw zone again. Going deep. Oh, but he got tripped by Connor Ivey. Although I don't think Ivey meant to trip him. He kind of dropped his stick. But Wolf still fell over. So it's going to be a 90-second 5-on-3 for Rutherford with 2 minutes to go in the first. And no goals on the board still. Draw to the right of Cyphers. It's won by Rutherford. Justin Dickinson Left circle, pass across, oh, whiffing on in the right circle was Eddie Mays. Ethan Fredericks back across, Dickinson, one-timer, score! Justin Dickinson from the top of the left circle, one-times the puck through the 5-hole on Braden Cyphers into the back of the net. That converts the 5-on-3. 1-0 Rutherford, a minute 44 to go in the first. They'll have a minute 45 left in the 5-on-4. So Rutherford's top line coming through. Tommy Landwehr now, left wing side of the Outlaws zone. Passing up top, William Haynes, a shot. Stopped by Cyphers. Knocked down and covered. Draw to the right of Cyphers. Won by Rutherford, turnover to the Outlaws. Puck passed out in front to Kelvin McClendon. His shot turned away by Cyphers. Puck held in at the left point. Pass across William Haynes. Back across Landwehr, left circle. So Connor Ivey still in the box. There's a one-timer from out top, blocked. It's Connor Ivey still in the box. So the first penalty against Jacob Rodriguez was the one that the Rampage converted, as they have to bring out another rush from out of their zone. Puck back in the Outlaws' end, deep. William Haynes brings it out in front, and then it ended up behind the net again. Tommy Landwehr picking it out in front for Kelvin McClendon, who whiffed on it and held into the blue line by Carson Brownlow. Passing over to McClendon. McClendon back up top, Brownlow with a shot. Oh, deflected. I don't know if Cyphers got a piece of it or if it was deflected past the net by Cam Hawkins. We now have 30 seconds left in both the penalty and the period. Puck cleared to center. Carson Brownlow with it. Now taken back. Josh Kuhn going down the slot to the Rutherford net. A shot. Oh, he missed. Looked like Ricaldi may have got a piece of it, but that's a big save to keep Rutherford in front 1-0. Now back the other way comes Brownlow. Time running out on the first. Brownlow back into the Outlaw zone. Leaves it for Cam Hawkins. Hawkins shot blocked in front by Wyatt Welty, and that is it for both the penalty and the first period. Justin Dickinson with a power play goal and a 5-on-3 for Rutherford, and they lead the Outlaws 1-0 at the end of one. Of course, I mentioned at the top of pregame that this is the first meeting between these two supplemental teams, and a lot of these Rutherford players are former Outlaw players. Carson Brownlow, Taz Takayama, Cam Hawkins, Jackson Feltz. He's a former Outlaw. But the Rodriguez brothers, who both live in Chapel Hill but go to Franklin Road Christian School, which is on Highway 96 in Murfreesboro, they're still Outlaws. So but Daniel is in his senior year, so if he graduates, will Jacob make the move across? Abby Ricaldi still in goal for Rutherford. Braden Cyphers still in goal for the Outlaws for the second period. The Outlaws will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. Draw one by Rutherford. Shot from the left point, misses the Outlaw net to the left of Cyphers. That shot coming from Taz Takayama. And now, puck back in the Rutherford end, but knocking down Clive Keeler in the slot to take it back was Carson Brownlow. Now nice shoulder-to-shoulder hit in the Outlaws zone. Aiden Suss using the left shoulder to take down Patrick Schuff, but Rutherford come up with a puck. Justin Dickinson. Out high, Takayama. Moving around a defender, sending the puck back down low, but it's intercepted. And carried out by Aiden Suss. Suss, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Pass across, Clive Keeler's shot. Missed the net. Missed the net from the right circle. Now a shot from the left wing wall. Knocked down with the glove of Ricaldi. That shot coming from Wyatt Whaley. Now here's Ethan Fredericks. Trying to flip it ahead. It went off the back of Caleb Kuhn. And the puck back in the Outlaws zone. Back at center, Justin Dickinson, who has the lone goal of the game with it. Fredericks passing up the far side to Josh Wolf, and it poked off his stick. But Dickinson has it in the Outlaws zone, trying to go to the front of the net, and his shot missed. Eddie Mays now at the inboards. Mays. Puck sent around to the far side, held into the left point. Ethan Fredericks with a shot. Stopped. Eddie Mays with a rebound. It got away from him. And the puck taken back by Rutherford in the zone. Shot from Dickinson, turned away by Cyphers. Rutherford's top line working here early in this second. Puck put out in front for Tommy Landwehr. A shot stopped and covered up by Braden Cyphers. 11:45 to go in the second. Still 1-0 Rutherford. Draw is to the left of Braden Cyphers. Here come the Outlaws up. Getting knocked down as he crossed the Rutherford blue line was Jacob Rodriguez. Here goes Eddie Mays. Puck knocked off his stick. Ethan Fredericks back into the Outlaw zone, trying to go to the front of the net, but he lost the puck. And it's going to be sent all the way back down into the Rutherford zone. Icing waved off, though, because Jacob Littleton had a chance to play it at center, but chose not to. Puck on the near boards. Ethan Fredericks passing ahead off the skates of Cam Hawkins out to center. Now Eddie Mays sends it back into the Outlaws zone. Tracking it down at the inboards is Cam Hawkins. Tries the wraparound and it went through the crease. Came out to the left-hand side of the net trying to wrap around and it missed. And now back the other way as a shot misses the net to the left of Ricaldi. Goes Benicio Ricaud. Now Kelvin McClendon picks up the puck for Rutherford. Passing it up the near side now. Eli McLemore sends it back into the Rutherford zone, but immediately cleared out. Back the other way, go Rutherford. Cam Hawkins trying to pass the slot that's broken up. Now here is Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Outlaws zone. Got knocked down. Trying to move around a defender. Now back the other way come the Outlaws. Puck dumped into the Rutherford zone. Oh, took a funny bounce off a stanchion and came right back to Caleb Kuhn, who was the dumper. Now the puck sent around to the far side. William Haynes clearing it out. Justin Dickinson back into the Outlaw zone. Right wing side, a shot. Stopped and covered up by Braden Cyphers. So that one goal from Dickinson late in the first, keeping Rutherford up 1-0 with 9:02 to go in the second. Draw to the left of Cyphers, won by Rutherford. Puck comes around to the far boards. And here come the Outlaws. Aiden Suss, left wing side. Grounded defender in front of backhander over the net. I think Rigoldi got a piece of it and it went over. And a big hit, Suss on Brownlow. That's going to get him put in the box for elbowing. Suss with a big hit on Brownlow behind the net. So Rutherford going to return to the power play up 1-0 with 8:34 to go in the second. Draw is going to be to the right of Cyphers. Oh, the puck in the crease and cleared out by the Outlaws. Held into the right point, Ethan Fredericks. Trying to pass it over to Eddie Mays. Gets in a tussle with Wyatt Welty. Mays has the puck, comes out to the right circle. Pass cross, one-timer score! Dickinson from the slot. Another power play goal for number 83 and the Rampage, and they go up 2-0 with 8:13 to go in the second. Puck back in the Outlaw zone off the draw. On the right wing side with it is Justin Dickinson. Lost it for a moment. William Haynes gets it back and drops it back deep to the left wing corner. Now Patrick Schuff. Schuff passing up to the right point. William Haynes. Haynes floats one towards the net. Misses to the right of Cyphers. Josh Wolf around the back of the net. Out to the right wing side. Banks it off the boards for Haynes. Haynes drops it back down towards Cyphers. Oh, it's knocked away from him. And the clearing attempt knocked down by Haynes at the blue line. Puck going over to the left wing side and brought out by Jacob Shank. But it's taken off him in the Rutherford zone. Taken back by Caleb Kuhn, but he's forced out to center and he dumps it back into the Rutherford end. Now there's Caleb Kuhn, left circle, across, score! Josh Kuhn hanging out on the left-hand side of the net. He didn't have to shoot the puck hard, he just had to redirect it into the wide-open net. And the Outlaws are on the board. It's 2-1 Rutherford with 6:55 to go in the second. And offside called against, oh no, it's a penalty against Outlaws. I guess it was an offside too, but I think that's Hayden Hall being sent to the box for roughing. 6:44 to go in the second. Rutherford back to the power play, up 2-1. Draw to Braden Cyphers right. Won by the Outlaws, and they'll carry to center. Up, but taken away by Ethan Fredericks. Up, but we get a hooking penalty against Rutherford. So there goes that penalty, or that power play. It's Tommy Landwehr who's going to go to the box. So we're going to have a 4-on-4 for a minute 54. And that's the first penalty of the game against Rutherford. 6:38 to go in the second. 2-1. Rutherford lead. Draw was to the right, Abby Ricaldi. So 4-on-4, one by the Outlaws, and a shot blocked. It's going all the way back into the Outlaws zone. And the puck put in front. And, Braden Cipher's having to suddenly cover it up. I had to hesitate for a second. I didn't know if it went in or not. Draws to Cipher's right. One by the Outlaws. It's back in the Rutherford zone, but cleared out by Ethan Fredericks. Aiden Suss at center. Into the Rutherford zone. Lost the puck. Trying to get it back at the left point. He's bringing it down. Left circle. Trying to pass the slot. Broken up by Ethan Fredericks. He's trying to get it to Clive Keeler in the slot. Now Eli McLemore tried to turn and pass it off the boards, but it's taken away by Cam Hawkins. Right wing side of the Outlaws zone. Hawkins whiffing on the shot attempt. And the Outlaws are going to clear the puck back into the Rutherford zone. Under a minute left in the 4-on-4. And they blow the whistle. Are we going to have a penalty? Too many men against Rutherford. Wow. No, it's an interference call. An interference call against Cam Hawkins. So the Outlaws are going to have their first power play of the night. A 54-second 4-on-3. 5:38 to go in the second. They trail 2-1. Draw was to the right of Ricaldi, won by Rutherford, and Ethan Fredericks fires it up the ice. There's under a minute left in the first Rutherford penalty. Here's Fredericks. Firing the puck to the other end of the ice again. Under 30 seconds left in the 4-on-3. Then once that expires, they'll have a what looks like 7-second 4-on-4, and then the Outlaws will have a 5-on-4 power play. I think. No, they're going to have a 5-on-3 for 7 seconds. And then it's going to become a 5-on-4. Justin Dickinson, right wing side of the Outlaws zone with a shot. Turned away. Penalty time against the Outlaws is up. They have a 7-second 5-on-3, which expires now, and they have a 1-minute 5-on-4. Aiden Suss, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Puck knocked away from him by Ethan Fredericks, but Caleb Kuhn with it, passing out to the left point. Wyatt Welty, a shot blocked by the skates of Tommy Landwehr. Puck whipped around and out by Ethan Fredericks. Up. Rutherford player dropped his stick at center. He had it knocked out of his hand, I guess, because they're going to call a penalty against Aiden Suss for. So there goes that power play for the Outlaws. It'll be 31 seconds of 4-on-4. 4:09 to go in the second. Rutherford up 2-1. .409. Wasn't that a Beach Boys song about a car, too? Draw to the right of Cyphers. Won by Rutherford. Tommy Landwehr tried to center, but he was pushed off the puck by Connor Ivey. Ten seconds left in the 4-on-4. Puck out at center. Eddie Mays carries it back into the Outlaw zone on the left wing side. Penalty time against Rutherford is up. They're now on the power play for the next 89 seconds. As the Outlaws clear. Oh, and William Haynes and the puck bounced away from him as he was trying to carry it out. Puck passed over to the far boards. Cam Hawkins ahead for Kelvin McClendon. McClendon. Now here is Looked like it was going to be Justin Dickinson, but the puck was knocked away from him. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Puck in the Outlaws zone, and the slide, a shot, blockered away by Cyphers on Ethan Fredericks. Fredericks carries it up top, now moving out to the slot. Pass over to Dickinson, who whiffs on the one-timer in the left circle. He has the puck again, up top Fredericks. Fredericks, a slap shot off the glove of Cyphers and past the net. I think it would have missed anyway. Under 30 seconds left in the power play, Kelvin McClendon now. Now Fredericks, left circle. Tries to go across, they score! Cam Hawkins got knocked down at the left-hand side of the net, but still put it in. So another power play goal for Rutherford puts them up 3-1 with 2:28 to go in the second. Yep, all three of Rutherford's goals have come on the power play. And a shot misses the Rutherford net off the stick of Jacob Schenk. Here's Brendan Heasley. Puck taken away by Caleb Kuhn. Puck behind the net. Josh tried to put it in front. Knocked away by Ethan Fredericks. Tez Takayama passing the puck up the far boards in his own zone, trying to get it out. Ethan Fredericks takes a whack. Oh, and Hayden Hall's stick broke. It broke at the handle at the top. I don't think I've ever seen a stick break near the top before. Puck back in the Outlaws zone. Nice job by Cooper Fiesel to keep the puck alive, but the Outlaws get it back. Caleb Kuhn, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Tried to drop it back, but it was stolen by Ethan Fredericks. Fredericks slowly out to center. Crosses the red line, dumps it back into the Outlaws zone. Last minute of the second. And the puck backhanded to the Outlaw net, stopped and covered up by Cyphers with 49.9 seconds to go in the period. And Rutherford up 3-1. We have a final score from Bellevue. Pope Prep CPA GCA beat Independence 3-2. So that is Tier 1 set. Or that's Tier 1 settled at the end of Phase 1. Independence will have to do the round robin. Franklin BGA, by the skin of their teeth, keep their spot in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and get to play in the Predators Cup. Puck is in the Rutherford zone. Justin Dickinson with it. 30 seconds left in the period. Patrick Schuff at center. Right wing side of the Outlaw zone goes deep. A shot turned away by Cyphers from an on angle. Now the puck put out in front. Oh, and Cyphers throwing his body out to cover it up with 16.6 seconds to go. Draws to the right of Cyphers. Looked like the Outlaws won it. Held into the right point. Ethan Fredericks trying to drop it back down the wall. It's intercepted and cleared. Into the Rutherford zone. Icing waved off. Tracked down by Carson Brownlow, who's going to hang out behind his net and allow time to run out. 2 more goals for Rutherford in this second period, both in the power play. A second goal for Justin Dickinson, and Cam Hawkins putting one in the net himself. Josh Kuhn got the Outlaws on the board, and so after 2 periods, it's Rutherford 3, the Outlaws 1. Okay, I'm being told it's Kane, not Kuhn. Again, so Pope Prep beat Indy 3-2. And so that means the 6 teams staying in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and getting to play in the Predators Cup come postseason time will be Brentwood, Ravenwood, MBA, Mount Juliet, Green Hill, Lebanon, Pope Prep, CPA, GCA, and Franklin BGA, with the last 2 spots to be determined by that round robin. Braden Cyphers still in goal for the Outlaws. Abby Ricaldi still in goal for Rutherford as the Rampage win the draw to start this third period. Eddie Mays, left circle, a shot kicked aside by Braden Cyphers. Puck put in front, a shot, score! Eddie Mays flips it over Cyphers into the back of the net. And it's the first even strength goal of the game for Rutherford. And they score just 13 seconds into the third to go up 4-1. 13:47 to go. Rutherford win the draw and bring it back into the Outlaws zone. Nico Pulley trying to clear the puck out. It's held into the blue line by Carson Brownlow. A shot from long range, stopped and held onto by Cyphers. So Nico Pulley, defenseman, making his debut for the Outlaws. Draw to the right of Cyphers. Puck's going to trickle out to center. Picked up by Taz Takayama. Dump back into the Outlaws zone. Cam Hawkins behind the net. Putting it out in front, misses the stick of Eddie Mays. Held in by Takayama, and his shot blocked away by Cyphers. Aiden Suss carries the puck to center. Into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Drops it back. Caleb Kane, a shot. Hit a stick. And Rutherford come out with it. Oh, Suss with a knockdown, a takedown of Takayama inside the Rutherford zone to keep the puck in. Nico Pulley. Pass across. Caleb Kane, a shot turned away by Abby Ricaldi. Puck out at center. Caleb Kane passing it off to Connor Ivey. Now Cam Hawkins back in the Rutherford zone, Outlaw zone. Run the left wing, sent it towards the net, was steered away by Cyphers with a stick. Now the puck's out at center. And carried back into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Ethan Fredericks passing it up the boards. Passed across Gage Eastland. Sent towards the net, but intercepted by Ethan Fredericks. Puck out on the near side. Cooper Fiesel clears. Chopped ahead by Brendan Heasley. Heasley chasing it to the end boards. Heasley battling with Eli McLemore. Jacob Rodriguez with a puck now for the Outlaws. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. Now it's swept back into the Outlaws end. It's in the left wing corner. Picked up by Wyatt Welty. Welty sending it around to the far side. And here's Jacob Shank at center. Shank, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. A shot! Knocked over the net by Ricaldi. She stuck the blocker out. And did it go off the netting above the glass? It may have. So, yeah, I guess it went out of play. Draws to Ricaldi's right, 10:48 to go. Rutherford up 4-1. Draw one by the Rampage. They try and get it out. They do. And Justin Dickinson sending it towards the outlaw net from center. Stopped by Cyphers. Caleb Kane clears. Here's Jacob Shank dropping the puck back. And it's cleared out by the Rampage. Patrick Schuff passing across, the shot, score. Josh Wolf from the slot fires the puck into the back of the net. And it's 5-1 Rampage with 10:09 to go. Rampage brought the puck into the Outlaw zone off the draw. Outlaws clear it out. And a shot from center turned away by Cyphers. Puck passed ahead to Caleb Kane. He gets driven into the boards, crossing the Rampage blue line. Now he tries to put the puck out in front, but it's stolen away. Puck brought back into the Outlaw zone. Josh Wolf around the back of the net. Comes out to the left wing side. Passes across to Carson Brownlow. Now Ethan Fredericks getting knocked down. Puck up against the right kick plate. And poked out to center, Joshua Kane. In the Rutherford zone, gets knocked off the puck by Justin Dickinson. Carson Brownlow brings it to center. Into the Outlaw zone, left wing side. It's cleared out by Caleb Kane. Now Josh Wolf. Here goes William Haynes back into the Outlaw zone. Round some defenders in the left circle. He whiffed in the shot. Gets it back behind the net. Tried the wraparound. It got away from him. Justin Dickinson, a shot blocked. Now here's Jacob Shank carrying it out to center. Shank. Puck taken off him as he crossed the Rampage blue line. Jacob Littleton back into the Outlaw zone. His shot turned away by Cyphers. Rebound to the slot. A shot, hit the crossbar. And it hit one of the rafters. Or went up into the rafters. Dickinson so close to a hat trick. But it goes out of play. Still 5-1 Rampage with 8:14 to go. Puck out at center. Benicio Ricard, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Try to get it down low, but it's intercepted and carried out. Eddie Mays. No, I'm sorry, that's he's drawn a penalty, whoever it was. It was Ryan Dickinson, Justin's brother. Draws a tripping penalty against Connor Ivey. So Rutherford back to the power play, up 5-1 with 7:50 to go. Draw to the right of Cyphers. Won by Rutherford. Cam Hawkins behind the net. Pass out, score! Passed it out to the right circle, and William Haynes, who got enough of a shot to bank off of Cyphers into the back of the net, and it's 6-1 Rutherford with 7:41 to go. And this game has gotten away from the Outlaws. Puck brought back into the Rutherford zone off the draw. But Rampage come up with it, and they get it out. It's back in the Outlaw zone on the left wing side. Poked along. Now here's Jacob Rodriguez going to the Rampage net. A backhander. Oh, did he miss the net, or Ricaldi? Did she get the glove out and turn it away? She laid out and forced him to go wide, I think. Puck trickling up the near side boards back into the Outlaws zone. It's cleared out. Now Cody Jones with a shot, stopped and covered up by Cyphers. 6:36 to go, still 6-1 Rutherford. Draw to the left of Cyphers. One by Rutherford. Puck put in front. But Eddie Mays couldn't get his stick on it. It was Cam Hawkins with the centering pass. Now the puck brought back into the Outlaw zone, but taken back and carried out by Aiden Suss. Suss right on the left wing side of the Rutherford zone. Tried to drop it back. Up top, a shot from Wyatt Welty was blocked. Welty. And his own blue line, passing ahead to Suss. Suss gets it into the Rutherford zone. Now the puck passed ahead. Oh, and a potential breakaway. Cam Hawkins in the Outlaw zone. He's in the slot. A backhander. Missed the net. Looked like it may have grazed off of Cypher's right leg pad, but I think it was going to miss the net all the way. And the puck ends up in the Rutherford bench at the other end of the ice. 5:34 to go. Still 6-1 Rampage. Josh Kane, left wing side of the Rampage zone. Trying to put the puck out in front. Oh, and it ended up on top of the net. And they blow the whistle for that. I think the net kind of got dislodged as well. .5:16 left. There's going to be a penalty against Rutherford. William Haynes going to the box. Not sure what the call was, but the Outlaws are going to be on the power play. 5:16 to go. They're trailing 6-1. Draws to the left of Abigail Ricaldi. Number of the player, 7. William Haynes in the box. He scored the most recent Rutherford goal, and here's Justin Dickinson breaking through the pack, but Connor Ivey sweeping the puck off his stick right as he was trying to go down the Outlaw slot. So good back checking by Ivey. Out by the Rampage. It's back in the Rampage zone out in front of the net. And now taken away, Justin Dickinson. Can he get onto it? No. Aiden Suss jumps in front of him and keeps the puck away right as it was trickling over the Outlaw blue line. Under a minute left in the power play for Tennessee. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. And it's carried out again. Eddie Mays now into the Outlaw zone. Going to the front of the net. A shot stopped by Cyphers with a right leg pad. Mays again behind the net. Puts it out in front. Cyphers knocks it away with his stick. Under 30 seconds left in the power play for the Outlaws. Tez Takayama. Pass across. And a turnover inside the Outlaw zone. Eddie Mays, a shot knocked away by Cyphers. And the rebound cleared out. Penalty time against Rutherford is up. They're back at even strength. And the puck flipped through the air and into the netting above the glass by Ethan Fredericks. 3:03 to go, 6-1. Rutherford leading the Outlaws. So if this result holds, Rutherford, I almost said Blackman. I've done that a couple times. Rutherford will be at 4-1-1 with one game left in Phase 1, while the Outlaws will finish Phase 1 with a record of 2-5. Puck out at center, Hayden Hall. Back into the Rutherford zone on the right wing side. Passes across. And a backhander, a light backhander. Gloved and held onto by Ricaldi. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, USN's win also means, Nolensville stuck in this tier. USN's win also means Nolensville stuck in this tier for the rest of the season. So, 3 teams were doomed to stay in this tier for the rest of the season by the USN win. Hendersonville, Summit, and Nolensville. Josh Kane trying to put it in front, and they score! Clive Keeler going to the front of the net. Scores to bring the Outlaws within 6-2 with 2:08 to go. And offside call against the Outlaws as they were trying to get the puck back into the Rutherford zone. Here goes Tez Takayama, left wing side of the Outlaw zone, try to send it to the crease. Braden Cyphers has it stopped and covered. 86 seconds left, 6-2 Rutherford. So what this means is, unless the Outlaws have a big comeback within these next 86 seconds, what this means is Wednesday night we'll be back here on Rink B for Hendersonville and Rutherford. And there's a chance. Oh! Brendan Heasley, the puck came to him out in front of a wide open net. And when he tried to put it in, it got away from him, and Braden Cyphers was able to cover. Draws to the left of Cyphers. Won by the Rampage, and a one-timer turned away by Cyphers. That shot coming from Nick Hansen. Here's Kelvin McClendon behind the net. Backhands it out in front. Oh, and Brandon Heasley got into Braden Cyphers. And then he knocks down Bob Cobb after the whistle. And Brendan Heasley's game might be over, I think. Yep, the official escorting him to the exit. So Brendan Heasley's game is over. .65 seconds left. Rutherford up 6-2. Draw is going to be to the left of Ricaldi, so penalty against Rutherford. Outlaws, unless they score, get a penalty themselves, will finish the game on the power play. Draw one by Rutherford. Clearing attempt held in at the right point. A shot from Jacob Shake, they score! Caleb Kane was hanging out of the right-hand side of the net. I'm not sure if it touched his stick or not. But the Outlaws convert the power play, and they're within 6-3 with 58.2 seconds to go. So it took them 7 seconds to convert the power play. And they win the draw here and get it into the Rutherford zone. They're trying to stuff it into the left-hand side of the net. Ricaldi has it covered with 45.4 seconds to go. Draw was to the left of Ricaldi. Won by the Outlaws, and a shot stopped and held on to by I'm pretty sure Abby Ricaldi has still not won a GNASH game. Puck ends up behind the Rutherford net off the draw. Bob Cobb at the left point with a shot. Gloved and held on to by Ricaldi with 33.1 seconds to go. Under 30 seconds to go now. Bob Cobb at the right point. Puck taken away. Justin Dickinson, left wing side of the Outlaw zone. He's in front, and his shot turned away by Cyphers into the netting above the glass. 19.3 seconds left. Draw to Cyphers right. Won by the Outlaws. Bob Cobb passing up the ice. And it's an icing. Draw is to the right of Cyphers again. 13.2 seconds left. Rutherford up 6-3. It was 3-1 coming into this third period. Eddie Mays scored 13 seconds in. A backhander from Patrick Schuff turned away. And then Rutherford added 2 more goals on top of that from... Oh, there's a chance. A shot turned away by Cyphers. That was Justin Dickinson again as time runs out. And Rutherford are in position in the catbird seat to grab the last spot in the Phase 2 round robin as they beat the Outlaws 6-3. So Rutherford improved to 4-1-1 on the season, while the Outlaws finish Phase 1 2-5. And I'm going to go have a look at the score sheet. So the Outlaws' goals were scored by Josh Kane, Clive Keeler, and Jacob Shank. And for Rutherford, 2 goals for Justin Dickinson, and the others came from Cam Hawkins, Eddie Mays, Josh Wolf, and William Haynes. And so Justin Dickinson is our player of the game as Rutherford win 6-3 and improve to 4-1-1. On the season, and the Outlaws, their Phase 1 schedule is done. They finish 2-5 and will stay in this tier for the rest of the regular season and play in the Henry Hine Cup come postseason time. Ravenwood up 3-2 on Mount Juliet late over in Bellevue. Just checking in on that. So the results so far from tonight: USNBA Nashville Christian beats beat Hendersonville Beach 4-3. So USN still have a chance to get into the Phase 2 round robin. Pope Prep CPA GCA beat Independence 3-2. So that game means that Franklin will keep their place in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and play in the Predators Cup in the postseason, and that Independence will have to do the Phase 2 round robin along with Centennial, Father Ryan, and a team to be determined. Rutherford Rampage beating the Outlaws 6-3 to keep their hopes of getting into the Phase 2 round robin alive. Ravenwood up late on Mount Juliet. Nolensville versus Father Ryan should have started over on Rink A by now. And coming up at 8 o'clock here on Rink B at Centennial Station Camp, Liberty Creek taking on Summit Page. And at 8:10 over in Bellevue, Brentwood against MBA. So let's check the standings through tonight's games with 3 of tonight's games in the books. Brentwood leading Tier 1 at 5-0-1. Pope Prep CPA GCA 4-2-1. MBA at 4-0. Ravenwood 4-1. Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon 2-2-1. Franklin BGA 1-4-2. They finished 6th by 2 points over Independence, who finish Phase 1 1-6. Centennial 0-6-1. Tier 2, Father Ryan 5-0. Rutherford now in second at 4-1-1. USNBA Nashville Christian third at 4-2. Nolensville Ensworth Lipscomb 2-2-1. Summit Page 2-3-1. Hendersonville Beach 2-4. The Outlaws 2-5. Station Camp Liberty Creek 0-4-1. Nolensville, Summit, Hendersonville, the Outlaws, Station Camp will all stay in Tier 3 for the rest of the regular season and play in the Hein Cup come postseason time. Father Ryan have already clinched a spot in the in the Phase 2 round robin, while USN and Rutherford will decide who gets the last spot come Wednesday night. Let's see if that Ravenwood Mount Juliet game is almost over. It should be getting close. So Wednesday schedule, 7 Centennial, MBA against Mount Juliet, Green Hill, Lebanon. 8 o'clock on Rink 2 in Bellevue, USNBA Nashville Christian against Nolensville Ensworth Lipscomb. 8:30 here on Rink B at Centennial, Hendersonville Beach taking on the Rampage. And at 8:40 over on Rink A, Father Ryan against Station Camp Liberty Creek. Wednesday night, we're going to do the Hendersonville Rutherford game. We'll be on the air at 8:25 for an 8:30 face-off, because Rutherford are now in the best position to finish second in Tier 2 and get into the Phase 2 round robin. And so that is it for us this evening. Our doubleheader done. Very exciting finish between Hendersonville Beach and USNBA Nashville Christian, but USN ended up winning that game 4-3. And Rutherford with a big third period to pull away from the Outlaws and win that one 6-3. Again, Wednesday night, we're back here at Centennial on Rink B for Hendersonville and the Rampage as Rutherford try to win and get the last spot in the Phase 2 round robin and give themselves a chance to get into Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and qualify for the Predators Cup. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening, and good night from Centennial, everybody.